And welcome to my Skyrim playthrough. Heh, my partial playthrough because you're catching me mid-dungeon here. I'm Burn Spot. I've been playing Skyrim for, oh my gosh, it's an embarrassing, over 1,200 hours in Skyrim. This is probably my, I don't know, 30th playthrough. This time I'm playing with a character that's female stealthy, bound bow, Thieves Guild, waiting to be anointed the leader as soon as I finish up a few more missions. And currently level 40. This is Oranthine. I had another character, a male. She's a female Breton. I have a male Breton that was named Orin, who's another profile. I use Mod Organizer for everything, so I have profiles on Mod Organizer. And I have a profile for Orin, who is, I believe, level 70 now, if I remember right. And he'd found almost everything. There's plenty to do still, because there's a couple quest lines I hadn't done yet. But I decided I was going to start a new character that was more stealthy and specialized in the bound bows. So she uses a combination of some mage armor with a nightingale armor. So like I said, I'm almost done with the Thieves Guild quest line. I have to go rob a few more places before they'll actually have the ceremony to anoint me. This is Amulet. She's my follower right now. I didn't have a follower for the longest. Well, I had a follower in the first part of the game, and then I went without one for a while. And I just recently picked up Amulet. I'm doing a quest called The Way of the Nine. It comes in with the interesting NPCs add-on, of which she is part. And one of the people I had talked to was her, and I decided, well, I've used her in the past as a follower, and so I just had her tag along. I'll probably tell her to go somewhere later. She's a good fighter, but I'm kind of trying to want to play this character as a lone wolf for the most part, because I can conjure. Oranthine can conjure, and she's right now a Flame Atronach and Frost Atronach. I'm waiting until she's more skillful and she can start casting out like Draymore Honor Guards and Draymore Champions, and use those guys as tanks, so she can sit back and use her bow, because she's no good with a sword. She's got some skill with a sword, but for the most part, you see we got one item, two items in blades. Everything's being dumped into marksmanship, sneaking, and conjuration. I got all the good parts of conjuration I like, at least. My character Orin had almost all the conjuration tree filled up, as well as the destruction tree. He was a pure mage and didn't wear any armor. Oranthine, on the other hand, is wearing some armor, or she's wearing light armor, and using conjuration to help her, because she's conjures bows. Anyway, here we are. We're in Mizulft, and we're doing the mission to learn about the Staff of Magnus, and we're looking for the Synod researchers to find more information. I don't want to spoil it for anybody, but I know where this is all going because I played this so many times. But we have to go from point A to point B to get to point C. So here we are. We're almost at the end of this, in the Mizulft here. So I got a lot of missions to do here, but we've been through here, and we're nearing the end, and I decided to pick it up. I had another recording, but the audio sucked, so I gave up on it. But let's kick this off. I'm very good with a bow. At least Oranthine is. Not me personally. I haven't done any other major quest lines with Oranthine except for the Thieves Guild, which I've completed, with the exception of a couple, what are you doing over here? With the exception of a couple missions, you know, you have to complete a few robbery missions for Vex and Delvin, I think is his name. You have to do a couple of those to really fulfill your goals in the Thieves Guild. And while I am going to be the guild leader, I have not gone through the official anointing yet because I haven't completed those missions. But I'll take care of that shortly. I know there's a key is down there, but I think we have to go up here and have it tell us we need to find the key. I'm guessing. I can't remember exactly. It's been a while since I've done this one. Focusing crystal, that's what I needed. Yeah, we'll need that for the end of this one. So hopefully the volume level's good enough. I'm no gopher when it comes to videos. This is my first playthrough video. Well, the first one I'm planning to keep. The other ones were good, but the audio was just too low. I'm using ShadowPlay. So this is essentially my first tryout with ShadowPlay. I mean, I've had an Nvidia video card 770, GTX 770 forever, but I never bothered with the ShadowPlay. Yep, so I need to go down for the key. But I'm using ShadowPlay. It seems to be good. Just have to find the right adjustments to where it sounds good and doesn't take 10 years to upload to YouTube. So I'm doing it at 720p, 60 frames per second. Master door, ooh, right there in the middle already. Oh, almost had that first try. Damn, it's right there, real close. Oh, that's just a tiny hair. It was literally one little click. Well, it's 1 o'clock in the morning here, East Coast, US. But on a Friday. And I tend to, okay, what the heck, I'll get it. Tend to waste time on Fridays, especially when it's cold out. But I should be able to start riding again here soon.
Don't worry about me. I don't need a break.
I know. So we have to go. I don't think we can run because I don't think there's anything to worry about here stealth-wise. Yet. But once the weather should be starting to get better this weekend. So that means riding season is upon us. I am looking forward to that. It's been too damn cold and snowy and salty and icy and everything else around here. Okay. I love the bound bow. You could probably craft a better bow, but this one's pretty damn good. Especially when you put a lot of perks into the short bow. And I don't have much of my smithing skills. I don't have much above leathercraft and arcane artisan. I'm using SkyRe plus a whole series of other mods, so things are slightly different, well, way different than the vanilla Skyrim, as it were. And we'll need the rest. So our key should be in here. I'm gonna give this guy something. have a flame. I need, and I have the buttons hotkeyed to eat and drink whatever I have, so I'm thirsty. But yeah, I'm using SkyRe. I use all the modules in SkyRe, and I use the SkyRe patches. I have Frostfall, Wet and Cold, Apocalypse Magic. I use a smart cast system, so it casts like my Ebony Flesh armor automatically when I pull my bow out. Also, fast healing is set that way too. Fast healing will hit once I reach a certain point in health. I think it's like 50%, so long as I have enough magicka. This character has a little bit of boosted magicka. There's a reason why I did that. And I just left it as is. But really, Oranthine is a character just for checking out the bound stuff. I'm not running any bound mods, bound armory or anything like that. Although I'm thinking about installing it. Let's just make our way back up here. There's a thing here to worry about. We'll just have to run up here. Save just in case. So you never know what Skyrim will give you in terms of glitches. It's just one of the facts of life with Skyrim. And I'm not much for video editing, so
Gavros, is that you?
nope.
I don't. Then I'm home. Let me get the door. What the? Who are you? What are you doing here? It was the Falmer, wasn't it? Curse them! They've ruined everything. If Gavros is gone, there is no hope. He was supposed to return with the crystal. Without that, all our efforts are wasted. And you, if you're here for treasure, or wisdom, or anything, I'm afraid you've wasted your time. It didn't work the first time. I tried to tell Gavros, but he wouldn't listen. No, it won't be too cold, he said. Well, I was right, wasn't I? Focused completely wrong by the time we got here. The cold had warped it. Gavros had to cart it all the way back to Cyrodiil.
Guess what?
Left the rest of us here to fend off the damnable Falmer.
I happen to have found a focusing crystal. Is this what you were looking for?
You found... How in the world? That's it? That's it! I don't know who you are, but you may have just saved this little project. In fact, who are you anyway? You are you? Savos wouldn't even grant us an audience when we came to you. But now you come here expecting something from me?
Yep.
I don't much like this, I'll tell you. But you saved my skin, so maybe I can overlook the past for now.
Well, thank you.
Come on, I'll explain on the way. No matter what
Yeah,
Devil
Orn
said,
was a
this
destruction
my
mage
idea
like this
first.
guy.
The council is going to know that when
My
I
problem with this destruction
I
mage
was
was
the,
you hear an awful lot of fireball.
Oculory. I don't
Because
know what the dwarves called it.
that's the most
Something
effective thing you got in your
unpronounceable,
arsenal
sure.
usually.
From all our research, it seems they were intent on discerning the nature of the divine. This machinery, all of it, was designed to collect starlight.
that.
And then, I'm not sure.
Alright, let's go.
Split it somehow? It was my idea to be one of the key elements with our focusing crystal.
It's
Once
the
some
heart of
enchantments
gold.
went into it. Let's just hope they got it right this time.
How'd they get the heart of gold in here? Yeah, anyway. Let's get this one out of the way so we can move
This
on.
place is wonderful. I dare not blink.
I dare you not to blink. You're doing pretty good so far. Oh, I'm hungry. Okay, carry on. Here, I'll go ahead of you. Alright, this is the one where you have to sit there and just mash buttons. There's a way to do it, but I tend to mash buttons until I hit the right combo.
Here it is. Magnificent, isn't it? Took an incredible amount of work to get it running again. Now I'm hoping it'll all be worth it. Place the crystal in the central apparatus, and we can start the process for focusing it.
Got it. Now this thing, you heat it or you cool it to focus it. To focus each of the points on these little lenses. And I think that's all. I don't think there's anything else here to really worry about. This should display a map right there on that wall. If I had Zora Fairchild with me, she's another super follower that's the same class as Amulet here. Zora would be wanting to, I'll take that. I already know that. But Zora Fairchild will sit there and say, I want to push the buttons, I want to push the buttons. You can see you'll let her push the buttons. Okay, so we got... Oh, that's right. Hang on, the first thing we gotta do...
I'm ready if you are.
Good for you. First thing we have to do is get each of these beams to point at a different band.
Onward we march for
You do that by heating or cooling. So, use flames. I think I have to be down here to do this because I don't have to reach. Okay, I think I need to do the frost. I don't know if I know that one. I'm about to... Yep, I need that book. Frostbite. Okay. Okay, does that do it? Maybe too much. Let's put flames in my other hand. That is not going to do it either. That looks too low.
Don't suppose you'd want to take that fire somewhere else? You know, somewhere away from me?
Dude, I'm trying to align these things. Okay, that's the top row, second row, and third row. That should do it. It's the other, there's one later in the game for these things. You have to just, there's a pattern to it, but I just go around and mash the buttons. So I just have, the one where you get the, one of the Elder Scrolls. You sit there and mash the buttons until you get it right. There's a pattern you can use if you want to go look it up. It takes the fun out of it. Okay, there's that one. I'm assuming this is the middle one. Okay, got that one. We just need the middle one now.
finally going to pay off. What's this? These results, they're not at all what they should be. This projection should be lit up like the night sky. Something
That is
creating an
highlighting
incredible
the-
amount of interference. Something in Winterhold, it looks like. What are you playing at? Is this some attempt to stall my work?
Yes, absolutely.
So what is it? What have you done? Did you know what we were attempting? Are you here to make sure your plan worked? That our efforts have been for nothing? Well, explain yourself.
Did I do something wrong?
Go wrong? Go wrong? Everything is wrong. Everything. Whatever you have at that college has completely interfered with our work here.
It's not the end of
How
the
did you
world,
do
dude.
it?
Yet.
Either you're lying to me, or you have something at your college, don't you? Something immensely powerful, beyond anything I've anticipated. What is it?
It's a big giant ball of magic.
The Eye of Magnus? Well, I suppose if that means what I think it does, well, that's interesting. Yes, the staff. Interesting. I can't explain the details. That would be giving away many secrets the Synod have learned over the years.
That looks like the labyrinth area.
Also, I doubt you'd be able to comprehend the details. Have you seen the orrery in the Imperial City? It was the inspiration for this idea. Instead of projecting the sky, we project all of Tamriel, and then harness the latent energies to overlay the positions of... What's important is that all of this work was designed to reveal to us sources of great magical power. Purely to help safeguard the Empire, of course. And yet, in the end, only 2 locations have been revealed to us. One is your college. The other, well, that can only be Labyrinthian. So, mage from Winterhold, despite your intentions, I've beaten your little game, even if all you've said here is lies.
Curses,
I know
fold
you have
again.
something in Winterhold the Synod Council will be very interested in. So fine. Trudge off to Labyrinthian in search of your staff. I shall return to Cyrodiil and deliver my full report to the
Labyrinthian.
Council. This is not over, I assure you. Well, yes. Probably. I mean, yes. Certainly it is. But that doesn't matter now, because I know you're hoarding something even more important at your college. The Council will be informed of this. They will find out what you're up to.
Okay then.
I think we're done here.
I would agree with that assessment. Let's see, I'm going to save. Resolved. Hard save every once in a while.
Just tell me what you need.
I thought you'd have some kind of thought about this place. She's part of the Way of the Nine quest thread. That's how I hooked up with her
DeadlyDragons.
this time. I've used her as a normal follower before. She's a super follower from interesting NPCs. And she's a good follower. I had her, one of my characters from almost day one. And she has a lot of location-specific dialogue. Her, there's quite a few other followers are like that. They have a lot of dialogue. From the Interesting NPCs mod. I don't think any of these other books are unread. Okay, what's his name? Here we go.
You have done well thus far, but trying times are ahead. It is imperative that you return to your college at once. You will be called on to take swift action, rise to the challenge, and discover what you are capable of. You are on the right path, and you will prevail.
That's all fun and good, but one of the good things with Skyrim is I'm going to attend to it later. For now, go find a good dungeon. 6:48 in the morning, and I am sleepy. As you can see, down in the lower right-hand corner, the little moon and star icon. Because I need food, water, and sleep. I need sleep at the moment, both in game and in real life. But I'm gonna carry on. You see all these other mods I have. That's a great one. DeadlyDragons is great. Anyway, let's carry on here. I got Predator Vision also, just because reasons. Alright, so I got my camping kit of the Northern Ranger. So I used to do the old kit, the old tent sleep bag thing for Frostfall, but you do that so many times, and after a while it's just easier just to grab a tent like this, right over here, plop it. I mean, you still have to craft it. Build the tent, doesn't matter how it sets up, and then enter the tent. Yep, I'll bring Amelie in with me, so she can ostensibly sleep, and I'll get warmed up a little bit. I need to use this too, I think. Yep. It's like, okay, I'm warm enough, so I'm good. Take a snooze. Just need 7 hours minimum. Get a bite to eat and drink. And you get a choice between an alchemy table or a skinning rack. I think I actually have stuff I could skin if I wanted to. No, I'll put it all on the horse. Speaking of which, let me real quick here. I have the horse, but I also have a deep storage spell. From Apocalypse Magic. It's great. It's a lot better than the Secret Servant thing that you get from Solstein. Let me just store this stuff here. Bandit Shrine. Yeah, those are for my house. I have Breeze Home Upgraded, I think is the name of it. And it throws out those, that's what I had that I didn't want to take, was a shield. But Breeze Home Upgraded, or whatever the name is, it puts out little shrines laying around throughout Skyrim that you can pick up and put in your house. Okay. And we don't need that. I'm taking that instead. Get all that. I don't wear the hood because my head basically disappears. Plus, I don't really need the illusion thing right now. Don't need a torch. Don't need that, don't need that, don't need that. I need to stock up on water soon. Okay, that's good enough. Alright, we just pack our tent and we're ready to go. Pack up. Do a save here. Down, there's some treasure around here someplace. Get down over here, I think. Well, I know I can get down. I think Emily would have to cheat her way down. Seeing as how she didn't follow me. This way. Probably because it was meant to be. This looks better. Is there anything over here? You never know what you're gonna find in nooks and crannies. Especially in the mountains of Skyrim. You'd be surprised at what you can find. Yeah, Amelie can't follow me. She can follow me on some steep stuff, but not everything. She'll just magically show up somewhere down here. I've tried a lot of follower mods. I had a Nigo for a while. I had Sophia, Arissa. I found just the normal super followers from their interesting NPCs does a good enough job for me. And it's my horse. But let's carry on down here. Yeah, my Skyrim is installed using the step process. And so it has you put in, I built upon that with SkyRe and all that stuff, but it has you put in a lot of forum mods and things like that. I know there's a whole bunch of stuff up here I haven't looked at, but I just like, I love exploring Skyrim. I love running around the mountains and just, my Orn character went all the way around the outer edges of this map, all the way around, up in the mountains. Found all kinds of crap. It's amazing what you can find. But let's focus. We can go down the Riften, which all she'll do, that's for a Mara's Embrace mission, and all she'll do is probably send me out to do something else. There's a Delphine mission, which if anybody's familiar with the main quest line knows that's where you get a mission to come up here to Solitude and dress in a party dress and go mingle with the Thalmors. Kind of thinking the best thing to do now is go west. So we'll do that. I don't fast travel. I use the carriages when they're around, but I have fast travel disabled through Frostfall. It'll just tell you that you don't have the equipment to go to travel. This dragon over here at Bone-Strewn Crest should still be dead. I killed it a couple days ago when I picked up Amelie. Speaking of which, where's she at? She hasn't made it down yet. She'll catch up. If not, it's no big deal. Yeah, it's quite a nice day.